very fortunate position. Right now, I can basically make a living off streaming. I can make a living off CLG as a business. We can make money off of as a team playing tournaments. Whoever wins the season 1 tournament the season 2 final tournament, they're going to be banking on a lot of cash. The exact numbers aren't really there yet, but it's a ridiculous amount of money. And so all these opportunities sprung up out of nowhere. And I was kind of fortunate. I didn't foresee any of this. I was fortunate for this to happen to me. And I was really, really fortunate to be in this position, because now when I wake up every day, it's not a hassle for me. It's not like I dread something. I literally wake up every day and I'm happy. I'm legitimately happy. And that's what I've been striving for lately. If it doesn't make me happy, I don't want to do it. And that's honestly, I don't see a point in doing it. Some people being able to do what I want to do. But it's hard to really say to people, do what you want to do, because when it comes to life, it's very difficult to do what you want to do. It really is. So personally, I'm not gonna. It's hard for me to recommend that to everyone else, because I know everyone else isn't capable of doing what they want to do, and everyone's not capable of having basically not only the luck to get into a position where you get to do something you want to do, but even having the ability to strive for something. A lot of people don't have that. So that's a dilemma I come to when people ask me for what is the most inspirational quote I can give or something like that. I live day by day, and my basic goal is to make myself happy. Legitimately, I just want to do what makes me happy and make the people I care about happy. And that's what I found out right now. That's where I'm at right now. And I found that, and I just try to live day by day and keep that intact. But it's very hard for me to really give that quote to other people. But legitimately, I believe if you try hard enough, if you really try hard enough, you can achieve that happiness. It doesn't have to be. It doesn't really have to be, straight up success. Their happiness is not in numbers. It's not in dollar signs. I guess I'm conflicted right now, because the world is rough. Legitimately, the world is rough. I'm trying to I'm thinking at the people that basically work 9-to-5 jobs that they hate, that basically they go out of high school or they go out of college and they're forced into these positions where, actually that's not true. I've talked to a lot of people and they've literally gone from being homeless. They've gone from being homeless to being multimillionaires. So I can't give any names, but that story has occurred. But personally, I know a few people that are like that. They literally had nothing, and they came from nothing, and they have so much now. I think ultimately, just trying to make yourself happy. Legitimately trying to make yourself happy is the best thing to do. Just have a positive attitude to make yourself happy. It's rough. It's rough, to make the sacrifices and battle your way through the system and really achieve success and happiness. But ultimately, if you have a positive attitude and you really, really put your heart into it and you put your head into it and you just give it your all, it's really hard for me to believe that someone can't achieve success or happiness, because there are people that have legitimately come from nothing and made made something out of themselves, and they're not even they haven't been they're not what you would call they weren't book smart people. Legitimately, I was talking to someone with literally a 4.0 GPA the other day, and I was like, I was having a conversation with them, and when I was talking to them, I literally felt like they were like the most dense person I've ever talked to, or 3.9 GPA, sorry, 3.9, 4.0, something like that. Is it GPA? I'm not sure. I know it's out of 4. Sorry, 4.0 is 100%. That's what I'm understanding, right? Yeah, so I don't understand how you would, why you would say that isn't difficult. But I was talking to that person, and I literally felt like they were the most dense person in the world, and someone that literally had didn't really have a successful like school. Um, didn't find success in school and didn't find success in their grades and all that. I talked to them, and I legitimately thought that they were like the most intelligent person I've ever met, and it's so odd. Um, it's odd. I'm finding a lot of people like you can't really base someone's worth and someone's intelligence off school. Like critical thinking skills and that sort of thing. It feels like a lot of people that are getting these grades and getting these academic marks and all those things just legitimately lack what I want to call like real world sense. I probably have said legitimately like 50 times. Legitimately. But there's a lot of people in IRC that are saying like I worked crap jobs for 5 years and turned my shit around and now I have a job that I love. I guess ultimately just strive for happiness. Just do what makes you happy. I think legitimately that's like the most accurate thing I can give as a person, what I've learned. If Hotshot has street smarts, I'm Don fucking Giovanni. Well, it's not just street smarts. It's like legitimately being a down to earth person. Like I didn't understand. Like I didn't understand. A few years ago, I legitimately. I said legitimately. A few years ago, I thought that if you had 100% in life, like in school, you had 100%, or you had all these high grades. You were oh my gosh, I keep saying that. You were a very like intelligent person. You were automatically in my books like a brilliant person. But lately what I've found and what I've really started to come to understand is that when it comes to academics, I don't think the same way. And I was talking to a friend of mine who's in one of the top medical just graduated from one of the top medical schools in the year at the top of her class. She's starting to realize the same. Like we had a discussion about it the other day, and it's very very odd. It's very very odd. You can achieve academic success without being what I believe is intelligent. You can achieve academic success without being an intelligent person. Like the highest amount of like academic success without being an intelligent person. a new charity every time Hotshot says legitimately. Okay, no, I'd be way too broke already. But define intelligence. That's to define intelligence and what I believe intelligence is. Like I could easily start and probably come to a conclusion, but I really don't want to go there. I don't want to start picking away at it. But that is like a long question. Intelligence